Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video I'm going to be taking and continuing on with this forging practice exercise series, and I'm going to be showing you another thing that you can do besides this repeating pattern right here. So this type of repeating pattern will actually all be done roughly the same but on one edge, and I'll show you what that looks like here again. Now we're going to be using this horn here. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's the repeating pattern I was talking about. We're going to go to the tip of the horn, and we're going to start this on the very edge. We're going to stick on about 1 inch on the horn. And we're going to draw out just a little lobe of material like you see there. Then we're going to move over to where we leave where that transition point lays off. Let it cool down here. Where the bump leads right here, we're going to take and put that on the far edge. You'll see kind of a shiny spot on one edge of your the horn, or where it just starts to crest. That's going to go over that edge by about that far, and then we're going to take and hammer down another place. The important part in doing this and getting this repeating pattern is making sure you find the same spot on the horn each and every time. If you have a problem doing this just by eye, go ahead and mark it on your horn with a bit of soapstone. So we'll go ahead and get that hot again, and we'll continue right down the way with this pattern. So one of the other things that you can do with this pattern, which is actually a pretty great way of taking and doing it, is, so say you started to do a scroll, like a flat word scroll. Say you drew out some material and you start scrolling this around, and then you start hammering like this on the edge. That scroll will get progressively tighter, much in the same way as like a bevel leaf scroll. So it can be a very handy effect, and again, it just gives that much extra little bit of interest. Now on that latter point, when you're taking and doing a scroll, a bevel leaf, or something like that, you want to make sure that you get in there at that very, very tip, because sometimes that can get difficult. So you may want to start beveling that or fullering it like this first before you continue. If there's any interest, drop it in the comment section and I'll do a video on that type of scroll and how that looks in the future. So okay. So this is almost up to temp. We've got just a few more seconds here, and we'll be good and hot. While that continues to heat, I'd just like to thank you all for your constant support on this channel through your purchases of my downloads and power hammer plans over at blacksmithpdfs.com. And I would also like to thank you for your support in sharing these videos around and subscribing. That greatly appreciates. I greatly appreciate you. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section down below, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. So alright, here we go. Out we go. Same thing, putting it over the crest. Straighten that down. I got enough heat, I'm going to do it one more time. Go ahead and hammer that down, and then we're going to take and go ahead and continue this as you see here. So you guys can see how that's starting to form. Going to get another heat on this. Back a lot further this time. And now that this is getting short, this bar is, I will go ahead and throw it into a pair of tongs. I also should mention that what I'm doing this in is 1/4 inch by 1 inch flat bar stock. You could do this in anything that is rectangular shape, but this 1/4 inch by 1 inch flat bar stock is a pretty good size material to be messing around with this in, and that for you across the pond is 6 mil by 25 mil. So we'll get this hot. This is almost there. all these techniques that are being applied by hand can be done much more readily and more expedient at a power hammer with maybe like a fuller or a special fuller for this actual operation. So keep that in mind if you have a power hammer. You don't have to just do this at the anvil in the horn. There we go. Okay, so I think you guys get the point. I did enough of that bar that you guys can definitely see the technique in action there. And again, this is just one more thing you can add to your decorative ironwork. Hopefully you guys like it, and that's the result. The end profile looks like that. That's kind of an interesting look. Top profile is the same. But again, this adds just another angle and dimension that you can do with a fairly simple technique. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll put a link to this video right now on a card and in the description down below if you haven't seen this first one. And yeah, that'll be it. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.